So, after of tonight's of Monday Night Raw, so Monday Night Raw was a faster show tonight. So wait, so are you want to buy something like you get free? So I'm gonna grab a t-shirt. This merchandise is coming on my YouTube channel. It's coming very very soon on my YouTube t-shirts, hats, any of that. You get two separate ways. You get one of application below my screen, below right here on my screen below. So do a breakdown tonight's Monday Night Raw tonight. So this was a fashion show tonight because I'm going with I say 10 without a 9. This is not too bad so tonight. So let's go live right here. So 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 this was a first off. We have women's tag team championship match is all aligned. So Rhea Ripley and Io Sky taking on against Kobe Royals. So I would say last time it four asses on Rhea Ripley and Io Sky fought Solid Flew and Mr. Bliss to a no contest wall on as a symbol of force. After the Kobe Royals lost to Natty Sachs in last election on SmackDown at December 19th. So Rhea Ripley and Io Sky fought to other events and months of the tournament at the hands of the Kobe Royals on Monday night, and they silencing them. Asuka and Kairi Sane was the women's tag team championship at the top on the broadcast. After the Assassins started hot, but the Sabians and double team, Rhea Ripley is on the floor, and he was tossing her into the guardrail. After an assassin each blow wasn't about, After just a power her away and was back into the match. After it made the tag to Io Sky, who is busted into the match, and sparking this babyface comeback. Was a double stomp by Kairi Sane to set the back of Io Sky, who was dropped over the top rope. So it was reclaiming the heels that it wasn't heading into commercial break. So it was back from the timeout, and Io Sky took away enough to was the separate and listen to attack. Rhea Ripley and his mommy was now enrolled on her opponents, just delight of the top fans. Added in Milk Brooklyn is see Ton Kairi Sane inside out with Russell is and Io Sky allow a missile drop kick very close in their falls. After speaking to Oscar, Sans's money in the hills was teeing off on Liverpool, and they nearly scored the win of in the Caribbean Oval, but Sky broke it up to Japan, and moments later, Mommy heads down the press of tomorrow with Tide is a cousin of the ASK added Hall, and all 8 minutes was the event into the titles. So, in the winner of this match, ASK and Rhea Ripley. ASK paid the homeless to the Nuri to retire Hero Hasi to Hasi. Agent and Cody Graves has mentioned it on his commentary. This was very cool to see. So was it ACE's of mention on Raw. So Cody Graves gave it to shout out to Hero Hasi to Hasi on his commentary. And this was a facet match between two great teams, and that had fans on the edge of their seats. So it wasn't hitting on every near fault late, and Rhea Ripley's star power is undeniable, is the women's top division. I was ready to steal the show, and between this chemistry, it was unmistakable. The approach was on the point. If the finish was the fruitless, this is the hardest women's tag team division has ever been. It will be interesting to see who steps up to the new champions. So, I went to backstage by Adam Page. He wants to respect to Gunther get off his chest. And he said, so, in this Gunther's promo, he said, I think last time in 4 asses, like Gunther has undefeated R-Truth on Raw in December 29th. So I wasn't moments after seeing him get some minutes with Adam Pearce, so his to Gunther, so I saw respect in his promo tonight. So I wasn't in May, just announcement eyes on this hate night of Netflix, this 4 assets of the ring, gets in touch to the Berkeley Center, and nobody saw off his new wasn't tight tap like a I'm not saying a word on that. This was grab his t-shirt rather his victory to Overson Cena back on December 13th. So I was addressing the attendance and Gunther has to be asked. I knew where the respect was for him was intensely brought out. It was AJ Styles to a big pop. So, added between Gunther has turned it to a Formula 1 to which the official of Hall of Famer has responded with a nasty slap. It isn't gonna do nothing. And AJ Styles could be overheaded into the ring against the all. Gunther and and that's what I thought. It wasn't nothing that AJ Styles said, when he said it was before he was throwing the mic down to the mat. It excited was excellent. He was leaving, going to in dismay. So this was a disappointing bottle sauceman. So it was a Cody AJ Styles pull going to his Punk main card. It wasn't real only this so here to advance the analysis, but there was nothing else to this full assessment. So I wasn't that it ended this awkward, but even did not help models. So here's the next match. So we have women's intercar championship match will be all aligned. We have Madison Dupree taking on against Becky Lynch. So also last time in singles, Matt Asens and Madison Dupree on defeating Marinello on Raw on December 15th. And Becky Lynch lost to Madison Dupree on Raw on November 11th. So, as it went to backstage, it was AJ Styles and going to this competition at Adam Pearce, who made a match between the two for next week's in Tsunami has been official. Anya answered in area Madison Dupree and Becky Lynch both that for last Saturday in the referees with a former undefeated whole women's intercar championship against a little. I just said the champion with a 4-6 hole Sansa only in often phoning up and telling this commercial break. I was back from a timeout and Madison Dupree has followed up and going blow for blow with the greatest of all time. And you see splashes hole into the corner if he added a first Fisherman simplex and put down the straps and see the dynasty. Ended up Madison Dupree caught Becky Lynch in this ankle lock that heel made into the ropes to force a break. So this baby face was the hold, but Becky Lynch cutting into the just Himmel wanting for Madison Dupree to require just a throw of submission hold. So also they fought up onto the top rope where Becky Lynch allowed a simplex and Justin White into a DDT for a 2 count. After the analysis continue, another of women's able to grab the string. So it wasn't into Madison Dupree was able one more ankle lock, and this time instead of trying to roll out of the hole and Becky Lynch run backward and grabbed to the bottom rope and stole to the eventually into the towel. So in the winner of this match, it was Becky Lynch. So I just a full the last match into this full story did not have this theory behind it that they possibly become did, but this may and it have been the best match yet since yet. And between this chemistry in that the play in making us have with each all is inevitable. The lots of this story they tell into the ring is has timeless as it gets. Making this is a old indicate of messenger plates this underdog rookie in this time through so a little could not take advantage of the and it was instead it was fighting for Baker Lynch was sitting has the heel stole the title isn't just fatally. So I think it's somewhat disappointing for Messenger Plea that whole title reign has ended and just has won to visit to undefeated, but she is a bigger top star. She has. So I therefore having worked this program with Becky Lynch and you see able was before the schedules to the man for going all out to make the former Los Angeles Rams and similar a star. So speaking to the Usos is Jimmy Vakil Palmo. So was it last time in for Athens? Added between the Usos has undefeated AJ Styles and Dragon Lee to win the World Tag Team Championship on Raw on December 29th. Added between Jimmy Vakil has undefeated Nikki Bella and Vakil Rodriguez on Raw in between December 29th. So it was the first of a World Tag Team Championship featuring all AJ Styles and Dragon Lee in last Monday's main event. The Usos celebrate with the WWE intervals that was before coming a just promo and it wins and they to reminder to the fans who the greatest tag team of all time is the Sons 81 and 81 who wants to step up to them in 2026 to close out this promo. Other from the Saki women has introduced the women's world champion Jimmy Vakil, who also limp to the ring. Her left foot was a walking boot. She's cut a promo discussing her of sources of last year. So just it was before the awards of the Usos by saying she wants more silencers and we kill to sneak attack from out of nowhere. After embossing her angle into referee and Adam Pearce put in going to end just to assist insult. So this was C for the Apollo A plus was a breakdown angle. So also needed Pomo to place it most of the top note. And with the Lawson in fact of both the Usos and Stewie McHugh had mostly said the same things to say. And they will open dinosaurs to anyone who wants a satisfied as a goal about his gossip of content as one could accept. At the end of the case of Vakil to sneak attack on Vakil, and then again at backstage after into commence play. It was intuitive, so he looked like a intuitive force. His opponent on holding the champion before. It was even taking her title. It was a great way to build healing for a has the performer who has that has for some time. What is up, Brian? I'm doing good, guys. So that's what's up. So that was the next match. We have Fakia goes 1-on-1 against Liv Morgan. So it was the last time in absence of Liv Morgan lost to Kairi Singh of referee stoppage on the 16th, way back. Fakia lost to Roxanne Perez on Raw at December 8th. Added in fourth match has back in nearly 7 months. Liv Morgan has scored off with Fakia has a singles competition between Roxanne Perez. So it was going to the former world champion on one side and waving back up to the former Intercontinental champion. After of the Morgan pressing her Main Street to anything so into just commence play. There was a series of piece of the match was back from the timeout and Liv Fakia wanted a comeback into the Morgan cut her off with a striking cold breaker. Added from there was the word was requiring swimming on the Indian floor was supposedly attacking the role model only for Bayley to snap and seize her out of the ring where it's still sealed. After the stresses allowed, it was Liv Morgan to catch Liv Fakia with the force at the land. And the winner on this match, Liv Morgan. So also while it has been months more spun up late, and this it was the first muscle instance of Bayley was letting her darker more was in a control side to get the best of her. Hopefully this is a conjure that her has multiple forces. This story is back into the forest. So after Liv Morgan looked good in her fourth match back on television, having an opponent like Liv Fakia, who is one of the most gifted in ring as a performance. Also made wasn't just not hurt, there wasn't a way was thanks to the live live events had a tool. I usually pausing it off the screen and the moment looked like a computer ready to size for a moment. It made cool pausing feel in a sophisticated way on the road to WrestleMania 42. So here's the main event tonight's. So we got World Heavyweight 7-6 match. We have CM Punk taking on against Braun Breaker. I did my last time in the Fort Aston CM Punk and Rey Mysterio lost to Boston Reed and Austin Theory on the Raw on December 19th. And Braun Breaker won the War Games at Survivor Series on November 30th. I think it's the most hype for Raw other than the main event in the months. CM Punk has undefeated the World Heavyweight Championship against Braun Breaker, and Punk out wrestled the badass early, but it just coming out of it and just giving us a break. I just said the dinosaur controls the piece and thanks to his running speed and strength wasn't he smugly plus CM Punk wanting to hit him down and walking him with a knee to the face. It was before. It wasn't kind of a go to sleep in terms with a gut buster for the two. Braun Breaker intended his playing around the ring, but Punk caught him with a flying clothesline and was standing the dinosaur ahead of the just commits a blade. So wasn't he advocated on the heel's part that his left arm, his left hand waiting on the mat was allowing Punk to allow his trademark, his elbow drop for two, and Braun Breaker has recovered and was able to figure style from the top rope for it to count of his arm. Also has a NASA in stratify set of voices like Boston Reed, Logan Paul, Austin Theory attempt to identify to Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta makes it safe, points the heels out of the area. After Braun Breaker set up was a spill, but has crashes into the ring post, but Punk caught him on the rebound and never go to sleep. CTS, but the Sansa kicked out at 2, and he added an ugly Paradavo, and Braun Breaker kicked out at 2. I just hear probably a wasn't on Braun and with Punk escape from the pilot with more ANACONDA, the spirit of ice. Braun Breaker power out and able to gut the buster again for a by a clothesline for the old near fall. Braun Breaker tried to disrespect Punk by doing his own basic move instead. The best instant award coming out and into an STF second aggressive competitor for his way to the ropes to force it to break into Paul Heyman pulling a Strasser's Punk has knocked him out and tried to put a top TOPE scoring dive, but Braun Breaker blocked him with a right hand. Anderson also remounts himself from the top rope in order to Punk, throwing him through the announce table in one of the amateurs displays. It wasn't Congressman Sabian recover caught Braun Breaker with a knee to the face during a spill, attempting 41 last CTS was a win. So, in the winner on this match, CM Punk. CM Punk with a blue and yellow was his second, was like McDonald. So this it looks like McDonald and Paul Baker's follow did at a height of his Hall of Fame entire career, and there was physical hype surrounding this match, and for the most part it left up to it, and Punk looked his ace at times, and Paul Baker has amassed his to independence in a big match was at an old, but for the most part this was a good hot of a main event match that had fans hating also in their falls. I just said a one is with the forces. So Rey Mysterio draggingly implanted with almost exploding yes. It continues that part of the story, but we could have gotten as a St. Francis without the overbookings. Braun Breaker was booked so he touring everything he could at Punk before one small was slipped up and cost him his dream of winning the title. Wasn't that his follow a good main event to the lack of surprise returns or muscle angle advertisement made leave fans with a sour tested in their mouth. So it was an overall great idea for a show that had much hype, a pump, and wasn't coming with stages and including a Stranger Things theme that felt something like any old episode of Raw, and that is not really a bad thing. I just said to over it in a main event, but great, and Becky Lynch once again proved why she is the best to ever do it. There was a hot instant angle from Raquel Rodriguez instead of Raquel and Gunjo against Styles was set up for next week. So also all of that probably is not enough to win. Also pausing us a fans base that demands a massive base surprise or 30-minute moments with storylines, departments of every week. So let's do this was a so with some great aiming answers a kick off so a year on so a right foot and gave a fans and tested of what is to account for Bombigo in the main event and settings as well. So let's go between of this here. So give me 1 minute here, guys. I just said a soul is old, and it was no Quasico return tonight. That's a bummer. I hope. I mean just reactions to all Nichols the spoilers of his return of the police working so the George seats. So as of right now, everybody was guessing that Chris Sickle was going to show his face tonight, and we might get them from next week's. Well, we just got the biggest head and fake, with fake of all time. So I'll be watching when Chris Sickle show up on NXT tomorrow night. I heard from someone that he might be showing up at New Year's Eve tomorrow, like during Sausage and Rock show up like last year. I think what he looks like with his daddy's boyfriend, so it has been linked with a myth. It was. So you can say it with me that Royal Rumble is coming in around the corner. I think we have made Raw more exciting. Stranger James Dean was the best part of the show tonight. And the writer says that says because tonight Raw is the Netflix instantly doesn't mean that, and they should visit all their props on one show and leave none for the upcoming events. So what if they could sign Chris Jericho back? He'd probably show up as a Royal Rumble. So you might find out soon. I hope. So you might find out about Royal Rumble. There's no Chris Jericho at a pointless Stranger Things so. And getting used to less set of fans down. So I have no problem with this at all. I don't know why anyone say for this guy to return after how awful his last year in AEW was. Anyone is mad at no Pacifico tonight should be mad at deceitful, running up something Jerry Mello from his stadium. I think so. This is more of a Royal Rumble type of full return, not a special wall. I hope, but so soon you might find out at Royal Rumble on January 34th. So let me see. So let me see here. Maybe he'd come back as a Royal Rumble. So I hope they should. So I hope. So let me see. It's more. Speaking to PW saw that Chris Circle was never stated for tonight's Raw in Los Angeles, this week. And appears to breaking the walls down as trying to announce the Stranger Things crossover. That's what he's missing about. I think. So we might track us really badly. So we might watch him up to NXT tomorrow night. Across it to a friend of mine. He's showing up to NXT New Year's Eve. So it's just like doing something The Rock did in LA from last year. So Adam Pearce knew exactly what he was doing this. It's been teasing all at this time. I hope. So Chris Jericho has attended to almost a true that he is returning to WWE at tonight's Raw Super Show in Memphis, Tennessee. So we might find out too. So I knew it was going to happen soon. So I haven't heard a word of Dakota Kai. I haven't heard it from her since. I can bring her release of her. So Savon Evans is now signed with Monday Night Raw. So that's a good sign for him. So I like this title on tonight's David Silver Suit came straight from the upside down. That's pretty cool to see this. This give me a please see that we remember with the women's tag team titles. He was watching on TV He was outside the town. So I'm hoping, but maybe. Let me see. So Becky Lynch has a first ever two-time women's IndyCar champion. Not just her saying it, but once, but twice. Um. So I get from oh yeah, I had to remind you guys from next week's. So let me see. Hold on. So next Monday we have the Grammy. So next week is special start time. It starts 2 p.m. Is the time specifics. Next week at it starts at 2 p.m. So we might do the start review. Yeah, a regular, I say a late time. So I'm gonna set the date. I will let you guys know for next week. It starts at 2 p.m. It's the time specifics. The special start time for next week. Let me see here. Here's the all rates. Toe back. It's gonna be Matt Cardona. Okay, this is strings. I just want a daily top star to bring Oval on to AW Mercedes Monet. This is weird. Hold on, let me look this up here a minute. For Mercedes Monet. So let me see. So let me see. A quick update here. What's going on with Mercedes Monet? I think so. Idea of Mercedes Monet speaks on Tony Stone Group has a performer in Tony Stone back when she was in WWE. Back then she was so shy and was now every week. I'm glued to my seat, sets like I'm a 10 again. Went to sleep, but timeless Tony Stone just next for her. I think this is part of the story of her about a very long time. So I just think WWE and AEW shows don't start until 1 a.m. and an all-in and Mercedes Moné spent the title of 2025 has to be a Serbian, but my 2026 is off to who will start. I think so. I don't know what's going on with Mercedes Moné. I hope. So let me see. Oh, before we get restart is to bring over to AEW of Mercedes Moné. Okay, I see about that. Let me see. Hold on. I just a postball of 2026 insert the books of history. So, for me, I've been knowing about history. So, I've been knowing about that. I was before. I think. So, I wasn't in like some of the olds, like EW and Apostle. There was no today. Anakin Quasarico had left to the company says yet. So it was nice to see WWE working heads together. So management in it seems this Monday afternoon and make us believe he's not playing tonight. Huh. This is strange. So I'm gonna find out for tomorrow night where Kaseka shows up. I hope. So let me see here. Session Green. Oh yeah, here is a new fake out will be in WWE 2K26. And that's just added him. Let me see a quick update here about the game. Hold on. I'm gonna get up here. Hold on. I hope. So let me see. Go to my website here. Hold on. So I'm going to set the roster page in a minute. Who's now added to the main roster. I was looking up there was a profile of names. I had to look. So Henry is in NXT still. Son Grace. So we knew Leon Slater I hope. 3 Songs to Rock. Serious Rebel, Sid Wallace. I haven't heard it from Sid Wallace since I did his 3-year deal. I'm happy for that. About 3-year deal. I think. Let me see. Let's go to 2K26. No, it's not into the updates just yet. So I'll wait till you guys update on this game. 2K26. So let me see. So let me a quick update here in a minute. I haven't shown you guys the last update here. So this is what I've been looking up. Honestly, just for follow Wall Street names. So we haven't heard it from Adam Cole just yet, maybe. Adam Priest is on the main AEW roster now. It's just now listed. Or hoping, I think. Let me see. So Dan Hassan might be leaving soon. Or we haven't heard from Justin Rose just yet. Harley Graham has been out for months. And Say White. Yeah. We haven't seen Say White until we have a quick update on him just yet. It's been out for months. So let me see. Lacey Lane. Yeah, Matt Trayman leaving soon after his contract expired. It's Mike Burnett. I haven't heard from Night Rose for a couple of days later, and we haven't seen Night Rose since. So, I think. So, we haven't heard from them since. So, let me see here. To WWE side. Give it 1 second here. So let's go between right here. So his AC is it's not listed on the WWE website. And Ron Graves turned on his dad, Santino Mimada, when I watched TNA Plus on Team A app. So it's more NXT names. Here's a including Cameo. Oh, it's more. Listen, the play is on the main NXT roster names. That's the strings. Just get it right here. He's new on NXT. I didn't know. So Sidney McDonald's been out for months. He has surgery. Let me see. The Miz, Penta, Rey Mysterio. So those two might be in a tag team soon. As it might get a tag team gold. So Raw's been out for months. I think. So, oh, I'm doing good, guys. So, I've been doing great. I was taking wrestling updates. That's what I'm doing. Just doing this content for you guys for every week. So, that's also a roster names. So, I'm doing good, guys. This is for what's up. So, I get my what's up for me. I'm working hard every single week. Like doing YouTube content videos for you guys every single week. I've been doing this about a very long time. Since like 2 years, like 2018, when I started doing YouTube. When I started about the year now of 2026, 2 years. So this is it. So let me just wrap this up. We quit a few minutes here. We do some polls. Let me see. Put this up. So let me see any more update here, guys. I haven't heard anything else. I think. So let me look it up here. Wait. Yeah, my treatment Marcelo Martinez and Alex is no longer with AEW. So I've been posting this video about 2 minutes a while ago. So anyone can give me thumbs up for that video. So I've been updating and just the first video I have done with that. I was speaking to Vince McMahon could possibly return to WWE once this lawsuit and fade away. So that's already heard of that. Classico. Trick Williams has debuted in 2026. Wait, he's he has an army. Trick Williams. He might be in 2021 and 2026. Then and now. So, let me see. Hey guys. So, I might check out any more update on Chris Jericho update. And we haven't heard from no one in WWE who believes Chris Jericho will be there tonight. So, I will let you guys know what's going on. So, let me see. Hold on. So, next week we have AJ Styles against Gunther. Next week, it's supposed to start about, I'd say back to maybe. I think. Wait, it's more. WWE Top Star reacts to Hiro Ahasi Tohasi losing his finisher during his retirement match. I think. So Stephen McHugh is wearing a walking boot today. It appears that she's been wearing off after getting attacked by McHugh tonight. So I'm gonna update on that one next. So that's all for now. So let's get my set of polls right now. Okay, so let's do my YouTube poll. So we have 83% like this show tonight on Raw. 17% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let's go to my on Twitter poll. So we got 20% like this show tonight on Raw. 50% is alright. It's not that bad. And 30% didn't like it. So thank you for coming here tonight's Monday Night Raw. So I will come back here on this Wednesday from AEW Dynamite. I will be back right here on Wednesday on AEW. So have a blessed Monday. Have a blessed week. I'll see you guys live on this Wednesday for AEW Dynamite and so much more. You get more schedule, Occupy Spotify Radio and so much more. And podcast anything and so much more as well. So have a great Monday. Have a blessed week. I think it's on Wednesday on AEW. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.